The hum of the car filled the silence as my mother drove me to school. I sat in the back seat, clutching my books, staring blankly out of the window. That morning, his voice came again.
What would you like me to do?
My heart tightened. My father laid in the hospital on life support, his body torn apart by bullets. I had always imagined him as Superman, a hero in disguise, but the truth was different. Drugs and alcohol consumed him, and his presence in my life was rare, unpredictable, and broken. The last time I saw him alive, he came to install a ceiling fan for my mother. She had offered him $50. Out on the porch, he fiddled with screws when my sister, Fen, approached. "What are you doing?" she asked.
"Adjusting some screws before I put the fan on the ceiling,"
he muttered, looking down towards the ceiling fan. Fen's voice sharpened with questions.
"Are the rumors true? The things people say you've been doing?"
He froze, lowering his head. A long breath escaped his chest.
"It's complicated. Not all true, but not all lies either."
Her face tightened.
"You won't do those things to us, will you?"
He shook his head firmly.
"Never. I could never hurt you."
"Then why?"
she whispered.
"What makes us different?"
He looked up and said one word.
"Star."
With a kind of reverence, he explained.
"She means the world to me. I stay away to keep her safe, even from me."
Fen followed his gaze to me. For a moment, their eyes softened, both filled with the same quiet love. Then, Fen walked away, leaving him to finish the job. Days later, news came. My father had been shot over $5. $5. A fight with another addict had ended with bullets and a hospital bed. I would have handed the man the money myself to spare my father's life. I sat in my room, anger and grief tangled in my chest. Staring out the window, I cried out silently, and God answered.
What would you like me to do with him?
"I don't know," I sobbed. "I'm so angry. Why couldn't he just be good? Why couldn't he just be my dad?" God's presence wrapped around me like a hand on my cheek.
You're going to be fine, baby girl. Trust me, I'll always be here. But I need to know what you want me to do. He cannot stay this way.
"I need time," I whispered. "This is too big. I don't want to regret it."
Okay, my love, but not too long.
A week passed. My father remained in a coma. I refused to visit him, still burning with anger. On the first day of school, I sat in the car again, holding my books tight. My mother glanced at me through the mirror. "You should see him. In case he doesn't make it. Maybe you could express how much you love him and all the things you never got to say." I stayed silent, staring ahead, until I felt his gaze.
Baby girl, your dad will not last the day. I need to know what you would like me to do with him.
My chest tightened. "Mom, take me to the hospital to see my dad, please." As she turned the car around, headed towards the hospital, I whispered, "If you promise to take him to heaven, then please take him. His life here is only hurting people, even us." God's voice was steady.
Granted, as you ask, I will take him. Go to him now. He doesn't have long. I love you, baby girl.
I smiled faintly, a silent thank you. He understood without words. The ICU was bright, sterile, and too quiet. A nurse warned gently, "He may not look the same. He's swollen. There are tubes. Be prepared." I stepped inside the bright, sterile room. My father laid there, unrecognizable, bloated, motionless, machinery hissing around him. The sight broke me. Tears poured down my face. The nurse pulled up a chair. My mother gave me space and stepped into the hallway. I sat close, my voice trembling. "How could you do this? Wasn't love enough? I needed you. I still need you." My tears soaked my hands. "Please, Dad, get up. Just once, get up for me." There was only silence. Machines beeped. I pressed my forehead into my palms and cried. Finally, I lifted my head. "I love you, Dad, and I forgive you." As we walked toward the elevators, Alarms erupted behind us. Nurses rushed into his room, voices urgent. The elevator doors closed, sealing the moment. I knew. Just like God said, he had taken him to heaven. But instead of despair, I felt peace, relief. I had chosen. I had set him free. My dad had been caught up in a lot of bad things, robbing people, even his own family. His drug and alcohol habits had spun completely out of control. I remember hearing a story about how he once pulled a gun on a family member, demanding money. They gave it to him so he wouldn't lose his life. That was what I was told, and even that was the lighter version. Things were worse than most people ever knew. I could see where his path was headed. More jail time. And eventually, hell. That reality weighed heavy on me. I realized this might be my only chance to help him make it into heaven. I had also heard people say my father didn't believe in God. Anytime he saw a church, he would cross to the other side of the street. To me, that spoke volumes. If you truly don't believe in something, it wouldn't bother you. But his actions told me he wasn't indifferent. He was angry at God. And based on all of this, I made my choice. He would be better off with God. But the story didn't end with his death. After he passed, I saw him again. He looked incredible, almost unrecognizable, but in the godliest way. It was as though heaven had washed him clean, restoring him to who he was always meant to be. This is only part of what God revealed to me. There's more to this story, and more to the way he works. Stay tuned.